In our experience, we have probably helped, maybe not always digital products, but we have helped a lot of people produce a prototype that then they've taken to market, and 95% of them don't actually become product in the end. So just having that awareness that it might not be the thing, but but still the determination to see it through is quite a tricky combination to have in your personality, but you need it. We started to develop a reputation for being a prototyping support business, and that with not just myself, but some of the early people that worked here at the time, we developed, I don't know, maybe quite a good knowledge of UK manufacturing and where things are done, and different materials, plastics, extrusions, and by taking on some of those difficult tasks, we've built up quite a knowledgeable supply chain and developed our own engineering knowledge. So people came to us with more and more difficult tasks, and rather than them just search for the engineering side from us, we probably developed the cardboards and the woods and the plastics and sometimes the electronics as well. So that's kind of how we've progressed to being where we are now. They get a very nice looking prototype, and it's doing everything that they felt they wanted it to do, and then they've got to take that round to potential customers and sell it. By its nature, it's something new to market, and the customers aren't quite ready for it. They've all got their own little problems that they want solving, as opposed to the one that product solves. So they've all got suggestions. I really like what you've got, but I think it needs to do this. And sometimes the entrepreneur can be a little bit distracted and try and please everybody. Other times they're a little bit too rigid and they won't please anybody, and they're not listening to feedback. So it's quite a difficult time to negotiate that. If we can see a future for that part, then maybe and be involved in them early, the early production of it, then maybe we can recoup some of those costs there. So we've got like this friendly attitude towards business that I think's difficult to find in business, but there are plenty of what you might call small family businesses out there that are good in their expertise, that recognise young people or people with different skill sets that need a helping hand, and we wouldn't be where we are now without, I can tell you now that the amount of people that have to help you to become good in business, and we won't be where we are now if people haven't helped me, and we try and reciprocate that back down the line. Make sure you've got a low volume producer when you are getting your low volume work done. Don't be a high volume producer who's giving you a low volume price, who's giving you a price expecting the high volume work. Try and get hold of a manufacturer where you're dealing with the owner rather than somebody who's working there, and then the little bits that the refining bits, they're more than likely to help you out, rather than say, well, there's an additional cost for that and there's an additional cost